All right, Dr. Hunt. I haven't talked to you in a minute, but I just wanted to show you what I was. So I'm poking around, like, hey, go put some time into his website. Okay. So I log in, and I just get their little help widget here, and I say, how do I check the SEO quality of my website? And so, blah, blah, blah. First thing, access the SEO dashboard. It's like, oh, that's cool. They got an SEO dashboard. Let's check it out. So, click this, and okay. So we get kind of a look see here, and this is the thing I'm saying about Wix. This is kind of part of what you pay for, um, which is they got a couple tools. Like, let's help you reach 250 monthly site visitors. So you've got 28 out of 250. So if I was you, I would just follow down this path. All right, increase your online search with Google Ads. Okay, I mean that is, you got to throw a bag of money at it. My partner Caitlin was saying that her friends, which I helped them build a Squarespace site, which they ended up moving to Shopify. Again, doesn't matter. Your platform really doesn't matter. But what made a difference was they made a meta ad. Now, do I know what a meta ad is? No, but I assume it's got something to do with, our buddy Mark, not Thompson, but the big Z. And so you come in here and you click get started and you kind of go down this path. Now, again, you're probably going to throw some money at it. And I'm accepting things. I'm probably logged in as me. I am. You're going to be, that was a mistake. I do discriminate against people. But you're going to want to log in as yourself. And then, so usually, the way I understand these things are going to work is just like Google Ads. So instead of using Google, you're using Meta, right? Their competition. And you're going to say, listen, I want to pay. I want to get my ad out there. They're going to say, well, where at? And you're going to say, like, near this city in Wyoming. And then you're going to tell them, okay, listen, all right, so I don't want to spend more than $500. Okay, and I think that to me that would be a place to start. I could go ask my friends and say, hey, Chanterelle, what you guys spend to get your Wetter Frosh thing going? Because as soon as they did that ads, shortly thereafter they started getting more sales. So that is a path that you may want to go down. Google Ads, same way. Increase your online search visibility. I mean, SEO is going to help too. Uh, uh, and I know a lot of this is like Greek. You got to like sit down with a scotch or something like that and just like really kind of go through this stuff. Suggested for you, earn $500 Google Ads credit. So I get that. And what they're going to do is say, give us $500, and then we'll throw in $500, and then we'll spend $1,000 on your ads. So what you got to watch out for is that you don't end up spending more than you wanted to, and you should be able to dial all those things in. Now, I've got a person that does all this stuff too. She's a boomer. She's good, but she's just a little, she's one of those people that'll send you a paragraph, like, 4 to 5 sentences, and each one of those is a question, not a numbered list or anything like that. And but it's like good and bad. But I think you can do a lot of this on your own, or if you want me to stumble through it and I can start the clock, then we can do that. And then when I need a credit card, I'll ask you for it. Activate your AR marketing agent to help you grow a business. Like, maybe you click that. Announce your site with personalized posts on social media. I mean, there's that too. Like, one time I was looking for something to do with chimneys, and I stumbled across this, like, my top 5 favorite chimneys. And I was like, okay, I'm a dipshit. I'll click it. And I go there and I look at it and I realize I'm like on your site. I'm on not window cleaning, but on a chimney cleaning website. I was on in somebody's business in Connecticut or some shit. It had nothing to do with me logistically. Like, I'm not going to contact someone with, in Connecticut to wash my windows in Vermont. But it just goes to show you that posting things will help your the algorithm or the SEO rankings and stuff like that. So analytics, no visits. So let's look at our site analytics. And this is something that you can do in Google, but like I said before, the the things that Wix can do that sometimes you can't do in other applications. I mean, everybody's kind of doing this. It's like now they're packaging your analytics inside the system. Like I'll show you at the back end of Earthwork Farm here, and so in here I've got a plugin called Google Site Kit right there, and it needs an update, so I'll update it. Another thing you don't need to do when you're in Wix, I mean, I've got auto enable on these updates and stuff, so I'm just kind of jumping the gun there. But another thing you don't need to do in Wix is update your plugins and shit like that. But up here in SiteKit, because it's connected to Google, and Google's the one that's giving me all my metrics and shit like that. Like this little spike right there is when we send out a newsletter. But these are the things that you can see here. You know, you got some kind of spike. Maybe you, I don't know, made a phone call or something, but it was just 8 people. But I know you want to reach more people. You know, this is just showing you sort of demographic stuff. You know, mostly in the U.S., a smattering out here. These are just people trying to like hack into your website and stuff, and Wix is preventing that. And that is another thing that Wix is doing for you, is keeping you from having like DDoS attacks, which is just tons of bots trying to log into your computer. There's one going on. Whoopsie, I'm leaving your website. There's one going on one of my websites right now. This is my host SiteGround. Yeah, there's a DDoS attack on my cousin-in-law's book. You know, but I don't have to worry about that because I've got certain fail-safes set up. You hit like his site. Should still be up. You never know. But and again, that's another thing that Wix is doing for you, is keeping your website up constantly. Seems like it's loading pretty slow. Not a lot there. You know, you never know why these websites are hitting certain sites. At least I don't know. I don't know why they just don't go after like IBM or something like that. Why they're picking on that site. And there's nothing really special about that site. It's actually it's just a one-pager, very simple. Off track. So, direct, Google, Bing, these are how people are finding your site. So, what I'm not seeing here is SEO dashboard. Site inspector, let's see this. I'm just clicking shit. Get me to it. Yeah, I mean, it's just rabbit hole after rabbit hole here. But if your buddy's like trying to do a, like a plugin, this is a brewery website, and they had the same kind of concerns about how they were showing up on Google searches. And I said, well, okay, I'll take a look at it. And so I think the plugin I used was AIO SEO or some shit like that. Oh, bummer. The site just loaded for me the other day. Oh, there it goes. Whatever. It's dragging a little bit, and it's probably because it's getting hammered. But yeah, so you can put in this plugin. Maybe this is what your buddy uses. Like I went to his site the other day and I looked up. So one of the things I did for him. Sorry, just gonna try and find our conversation here real quick. People. Got you down as Wilson Tiny Hunt. And if we go to your buddy's website, all right, Justin Monk SEO. Oh, whoops! It's trying to fill out that report for me. Sorry, let me just go to his site. So I went to his site and I was like, I mean, one thing that's happening right now, it's loading up a video in the background. It's taking forever. It's actually loading a couple of them. And that's why this thing's running so chunky. Like, see how these images are just loading in really slow? It's just kind of a slight red flag for me with this guy. Like, okay, this is the SEO guy, but his site is loading really slow. Like, I don't know. But, your site loading, your page load speed is not the issue. Your issue is that you want more phone calls. So I ended up going to, like, I think it was Spokane Beard and Mustache. Yeah, I went to their website and I was just like, okay, if he worked on this website, let's see what's under the hood. And I don't see a lot. So I was like, oh, that's weird. But I did have a hit on his site somewhere that, oh, and I'll show you this plugin really quick. Where's it at? SEO. Yeah, all-in-one SEO. And so when you install one of these plugins, which is what I think your guy's talking about, this is, it's like you're building you're setting up your garage to do the work. So he's going to pick IOSEO, or he's going to pick any number of things. So I walked through all these steps and, brought it up from like 76 or whatever it was and got it up to 90 really quickly, like just by following the steps here. So back to what I'm originally saying is I feel like if we go through here and we kind of follow these steps about, improve site visits. And ultimately, I think your site visits are going to improve by, throwing a bag of money at stuff. Optimize your homepage by having meaningful light content above the fold. Above the fold is like your first page screen before you start scrolling. Optimize image formats. I don't think that's important. Yeah, use the Wix SEO assistant. Option. Complete your SEO checkup list. So what is that? To connect your Google content, you must have a premium plan. You don't have a premium plan? You do have a premium plan. So what's fucking going on here? I did check out Crypt Core Love. It's okay. I'm all right. Recommended? Well, what do you have? Yeah, and okay, so here's the dark side to these Wix, GoDaddy, Shopify, all this kind of bullshit. They're always trying to sell you something. Always trying to sell you something. And it said you had a premium plan, but here, like, I'm already confused. Like, do I really have a premium plan? Yeah, I'm leaving. Step-by-step checklist. So, I don't know. I just don't want you to, excuse me, waste any money on me trying to stumble through this stuff. It'd be a shame to have you pay me for that. So I don't want you doing that. But like, here you go, SEO setup checklist. Continue. And I think this is where you get like kind of like a 6-pack of beer or whatever, or a bag of chips. And so get to homepage for Google search. Okay, check. Optimize page. Okay, check. Yeah, I mean, all these green checks, alt images, alt text, images, and shit. Okay, continue optimizing your site. So go to the assistant. I mean, you can hire a Wix SEO partner. I mean, I may even try that. Like, if you've got a bag of money that you could send to someone, like, oh yeah, I've reserved like $1,000. Like, save half that to buy a Meta, a Meta ad or a Google ad or whatever this person would recommend. So what can a professional do for you? Create a better mobile site, general text message, online marketing. guess SEO, and sure as hell not me, and phone number, and more details about the project. Like, tell them what you want, and then get matched up, and then see what you want to do. So, excuse me, if you've got some time, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to do this on my own. I'd rather have Bacon sit here and walk me through it. We'll stumble through it. I don't know if I'll be able to walk you through it, but we could probably do that. But I think the bottom line is, you're going to have to click like on this and advertise on Google. Let's do this SEO hub. Yeah, no, I mean, I hear you. It's just like, oh, fucking shit. You'd probably be like looking through here, just going, all right, okay, already overwhelming. Don't know where to start. I don't want to be an SEO king. I want to focus on my relationships with my customers. I totally get that. Because as far as like the semantics of your website, I'm under the impression that, and what I mean by semantics, semantics is like, if I can somehow find my way to your homepage, go to site. I just want to go to your website, edit site. Semantics will be like, visually you see like the title of your homepage, and then semantically it'd be like, okay, it's properly tagged with an H1 tag. Like this should be an H1 tag. So its style is heading 4. That's a style thing. We really want it to be H1, but it looks like H. Yeah, shit. H4 is what you really want it to be. And how do we undo here? Let's undo some of that stuff. So I guess semantically that is incorrect, because that should be tagged as an H1. And it's unfortunate that when you change so let's just make it an H1. Okay, hang on. So H4 is 60 pixels big, Luo clean, and so let's make it H1, and this needs to be 60, and it needs to be white. Okay, now it's semantically tagged with the heading 1, and that's what we want. We want that to be the first thing. And then Wyoming, I don't know what that really should be tagged as, but and then what we do, so this would be a section. This should be an H heading 2. Okay, so that's good. These should all probably be 3s. Yep, 3s. So like I said, like it seems like all you're missing is throwing a bag of money at it. So you should only really have one heading 1 on the whole page. Right? So it's 5. No, we need that to be 2. 2 is going to be too big. So, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, so let's back up. So there might need to be some, some touch-ups, but I think, let's just hit save there. Yeah. Changes I made may not be published, but another thing that you could consider, me personally, as an aesthetic guy, is some of those design changes that I was talking about. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know where the fuck it's going to be at, but you just do like new template, and it's going to get you there. Request new templates. No, getting a new template for your site. Nope, switch templates. Wix editor templates, studio editor templates. What's the difference? Who cares? Yeah, boom, big hero image. something like that. You know, you can go in lots of directions, but I think all your resources are here. So anyway, I'll cut this video short. I just wanted to touch base with you and talk to you soon. Peace.